Good morning, I'm forecaster Eric Poston from NeoWeather.com with your weather video forecast. Here on Tuesday, November 12th, 2013, we've got a lot to talk about. Let's get started here with some headlines. Lake effect snow likely today, during the day on Tuesday. Some of the coldest air of the season has arrived, and we're expecting a dry and warmer late week expected. So all this snow and cold that we're dealing with right now will actually be a thing of the past, I'd say, by the time we get to Thursday, Friday. You won't even probably know it snowed, and we're going to be slowly starting to warm things up. So actually it'll be a pretty big turnaround from the way that things have been the past day. Okay, taking a look at the NeoWeather 3D Max this morning here, we are dealing with snow. Yeah, that's what we're dealing with. Lots of snow here. We got the colors turned on for our precipitation to show the snow here. Pretty much, it's really unorganized right now. As you can see, we are dealing with pockets of snow, a few bands trying to set up. It's really, like I said, unorganized at this point. And this snow is really starting to drift to the south, actually. So a lot of areas that don't typically see this kind of lake effect are getting in on the action here. We're getting it into Akron and even points south here into Canton. And look at all the snow back here to the west, even into Medina County, back to Lodi, Brunswick. We have a band setting up over Sandusky, of all places. We did not expect that. We'll have to see where these bands set up. We have that also, that band that's stretching here through Mentor, down into Portage County, and even over there just to the east of Alliance. So we're kind of doing a north to south movement right now. We'll watch those winds shift a little northwest this afternoon. Should organize some bands, but where exactly they're going to set up, that's a great question. Could be, anywhere from Medina County points east. Would not surprise me at this point. Lake effect snow bands do not stay within county lines when they're put under an advisory or warnings, as we have. We'll show you those in a minute. But lake effect snow pretty much covering most of northeastern Ohio right now, as it's really scattered around. And some brief bursts of some moderate to heavier snows here, indicated in the darker blues and a little bit of pink color there. Okay, well, we've already had some snowfall, believe it or not, last night. Most of us picked up an inch or two with the system. Some places even as much as 3, which is why I forecasted that. Cleveland, here, Old Brooklyn, 2.5. Chardon, 3. Look at Thompson, 5.2. They had a little bit of lake effect kick in, and they had the system snow last night. Pierpont there at 4.5. Salem, 2 inches, and Alliance, 2.50. So, that's the deal on the snowfall so far. This was through 8 a.m. this morning. Taking a look here at our advisory map. Now, I do have to make a note that Geauga County is under a lake snow warning instead of a lake snow advisory. That just changed, and we didn't update the map yet. But everybody else is still under the lake effect snow advisory, so I think it's critical that we talk about that. Cuyahoga, Summit, Portage, Trumbull, Ashtabula, and Lake County there under an advisory, and Geauga County is under a lake snow warning. This stretches through midnight on Tuesday. So, here we go. Almanac yesterday, 48 and 34 the numbers, below the average of 53 there, and 38. Records of 74 and 18. Picked up 0.01 inches there, 1.09 for the month, and 35.96 for the year. Sunrise 7:12, sunset is at 5:10. Okay, this is tricky forecast today. Lake effect snowfall during the day on Tuesday. Generally, an inch or less from most places today. As you can see, it's shaded in there. Now, obviously, we've got some places to the west that are actually seeing some snow, so pull that inch or less pretty much across the whole viewing area. Now, that 3 to 5 inches is very tough forecast. I put it into the heart and the secondary snow belt, but I'll tell you what, that 3 to 5 inches could stretch back into Medina County and even stretch all the way into through Akron and down into southern Summit County, because these bands are just all over the place this morning. And anywhere that sees a heavier squall, you're going to see 3 to 5 to maybe even 6 or 7 inches of snow. This stuff is so hard to nail down. It's nearly impossible to figure out exactly where those bands are going to set up. But I think there's a good bet that there's going to be some places that are going to see 3 to 5, maybe 6 or 7 inches of snow during the day today. But this is just a general rule of thumb here. Probably an inch or less for most areas outside of the advisory area. So here we go. Forecast for today. Snow showers across the board today will be starting in the upper 20s is where we're at right now. We'll be climbing into the lower 30s this afternoon. There's that northwest wind, 16 to 18 miles per hour. Tonight, we've got snow showers continuing through about midnight, as I mentioned. Things should start to wind down. We'll be falling from the 30s back into the middle 20s, and we still have that northwest wind at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Things are going to start to improve as we make our way into Wednesday. Mostly sunny skies, 36. I think we'll start melting snow. And by Thursday, you won't even know it ever happened, as we'll be mostly sunny and 47 degrees. Friday, partly sunny and 50. Partly sunny for Saturday, 52. Then we'll bring in a risk for rain on Sunday and Monday, as we'll top out in the middle 50s there. Overnight lows hanging in the 20s here the next couple nights. And we'll gradually start to warm up those overnight lows through the 30s and even in the 40s by the end of the week. But stay updated today, neoweather.com, NeoWeather Facebook, Twitter, as we're going to be dealing with this snow throughout the day. Today, I think a few places are going to pick up several inches of snow, but it's all about where those snow squalls persist. I'm forecaster Eric Poston. Make sure you stay connected with us by visiting our website, neoweather.com, and interacting with us on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. NeoWeather, Ohio's home for weather.